Republican US presidential candidate Mitt Romney, for instance. He's here on a visit to Britain, and he sparked off a bit of an Olympic controversy because he's credited with rescuing the 2002 Winter Games in Salt Lake City. That was in 2002. And now he's appearing to question whether London is actually ready to host a successful Olympics. Now, he made these comments in an interview for American TV.
In the short time you've been here in London, do they look ready to your experienced eye?
You know, it's hard to know just how well it will turn out. There are a few things that were disconcerting. The stories about the private security firm not having enough people, the supposed strike of the immigration and customs officials. That obviously is not something which is encouraging, because in the games there are three parts that make games successful. Number one, of course, are the athletes. That's what overwhelmingly the games are about. Number two are the volunteers, and they'll have great volunteers here. But number three are the people of the country. Do they come together and celebrate the Olympic moment? And that's something which we only find out once the games actually begin.
The criticism heard loud and clear, fueling far more than the Olympic flame, a firestorm. The lead story on the news.
Mark, if he's here to make friends, he's got a funny way of showing it.
Exactly.
And just overnight, when Britain's Minister for the Olympics was asked whether Romney would help carry the torch at tonight's opening ceremonies.
Probably certainly not after today.
A day in which the mayor of London took on Romney in front of 60,000 people in Hyde Park.
There's a guy called Mitt Romney who wants to know whether we're ready. He wants to know whether we're ready. Are we ready? Are we ready? Yes, we are.
Look at what we're capable of achieving as a nation, even at a difficult economic time. You know, look behind me at this extraordinary Olympic Park, built from nothing in 7 years. Let me pay tribute, by the way, to the government that came before mine and the one before that, who've all played a role in this. I think we'll show the whole world, not just that we come together as a United Kingdom, but also we're extremely good at welcoming people from across the world. So I'll obviously make those points to Mitt Romney.
We talked about the great progress that has been made in organizing the Games. My experience as an Olympic organizer is that there are always a few very small things that end up going not quite right in the first day or so. Those get ironed out. And then when the Games themselves begin and the athletes take over, all the mistakes of the organizing committee, and I made a few, all of those are overwhelmed by the many things that the athletes carry out that capture the spirit of the Games. So I don't know of any Olympics that's ever been able to be run without any mistakes whatsoever, but they're small, and I was encouraged.
Mitt Romney had no big speeches planned for the UK, but he said enough to upset the British media. He'll head to Israel this weekend. He's more popular there, and we'll be hoping that will help him create the image of world statesman his campaign desperately wanted.